Hello. Welcome to Literally Just My Thoughts, a channel where I say literally just my thoughts. So, I've seen this video running around on the internet for a couple of days now. I only saw like a snippet of it and I was like, WTF is this lady's problem? This is why you don't just believe all women just because she's a woman. So, yeah, let's go. Let's see what this crazy ass lady talking about.
No context, but I thought it was funny, so here we go.
No context.
Okay, no context. I have like a little bit of context.
What are you doing?
Stop recording me. He's trying to record me.
What are
now.
you doing? Stop it.
Stop not hitting you.
What
Get the phone out of my face.
Hey, what are you doing?
Person is
It's a good thing he's recording.
Help me. I don't know the address because he just brought me here on a date.
Girl.
Keep me.
You came over here on your
I
own
did
will.
not.
Is this a joke?
I did not.
What are you doing?
This is like the little piece that I've seen already. Like, and the first time I watched it, I was like, is this a fucking joke?
Dad, stop it.
Hey, stop.
This is what
Stop it!
Help me,
Sorry.
please. I've only lived here for 2 weeks. I don't know this person.
What are you doing?
Stop it. Why are you recording me?
She's acting like recording somebody's an act of violence.
Because you're.
And she's like currently hitting him. I mean, albeit it's with the pillow, but if anybody's being violent in this scenario so far, it's her.
Crazy.
I'm like naked in your apartment.
Girl, you are in the biggest fucking t-shirt. You can call that a moo-moo.
After you just woke up and I don't know what happened.
No, I asked you to leave politely, and you didn't.
I don't know. He's like.
Is she on the phone with the cops?
phone on me, and he has like. Unlocking the door.
I'm locking the door. Listen, if you have time to walk around and be in his face and hit him with a pillow and all these things, then and like complain about him recording you, you have time to get the fuck out of that house. If you are truly in danger, you could get the fuck out of that house. Mind you, we don't know what happened before he started recording. Maybe she was drugged and is delirious, but I don't know. It's I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm really trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I'm really not. I can't.
Unlocking the door right now, and he's scaring me.
She was wearing his t-shirt.
That dude was butt naked in bed, and she was right by the exit. Yeah, she really is on the phone with the police. It's not a sketch. You can hear the dispatcher.
Yes.
He's recording me now.
She was at the front door. She came back to him because
Yes.
Yeah,
With
like
his
girl,
t-shirt on.
this some
she
bullshit.
could put her clothes and leave.
Yes.
Okay. This is why I tell y'all, careful with your one night stands.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean, you don't know these people. You invite them home. Y'all inviting all kinds of crazy. This is why I tell people I don't do that shit. I don't. I mean, it's a 2-3 dates. If you can't sniff out the crazy in 2-3 dates, take 7 dates. Okay. But y'all be letting these random people in your home
Real
be
shit
a
though.
little bit unstable.
Oh, just
A
by the way,
little.
This is not a man-woman thing.
Yup.
It's for everybody.
She's very unstable.
This is for men. This is advice for men.
I
this
was
is for
speaking to
women.
men specifically, but
But
yes.
the equivalent is for women too. Don't let anybody in your house like that. You don't know.
Yeah, I was young and dumb once.
who had them screws loose.
Yep.
She
Never
woke up
again.
and woke up a different person.
She sounded a little bit inebriated still, so it sounds like they had some dinner, they had some drink.
What it say? Okay, so here's the story. She cheated on her boyfriend/husband and failed to make it home on time. Now she needs to make up a false rape allegation so she doesn't feel guilty about it and her boyfriend or husband won't leave her. I don't know how true this is, but if that's the case, bitch, you're fucked. Now you're viral. Now you're virally cheating. Like,
Thanks. He took her home, smashed the goods, and told her, "Can you leave?" And then no. She didn't wake up a different person. They woke up. He's like, "Could you please leave?" And then she snapped.
There's some people that don't deal with rejection.
Yeah, or feel like,
That's man and woman.
or she might have just realized what it is. You know what I mean? She might have realized like, oh, this guy don't want me. He's just trying to smash.
It's just smash, right?
I mean, and you let him
This is what
smash,
I
so.
call,
You're gonna-
this is what I call when somebody masturbates inside of you and you realize like, oh, you were just a reciprocal. Yeah, that's what that was.
Dang.
Don't invite crazy to your house.
Definitely don't invite crazy.
Just don't invite strangers into your
Sometimes
house.
you don't know, and sometimes you really don't know.
Yeah, and it's like one of the spur of the moments that sound more exciting than it is. But generally speaking, like, first off, genuinely in those kind of situations, the sex is almost always horrible. Almost always. And then also,
You mean to tell me that this is not gonna be great?
yeah.
Fucking take me now.
I mean, he's gonna be a little bit off.
Fucking
People
take
drinking, sweating, rubbing up and things. So it's gonna be a bit off.
If they went to the bathroom, they don't wipe properly because they don't walk properly. So that's, ooh.
And then the breath, if they're not hydrated, a little
Clinker
bit
bumps.
dicey. And then the morning is just always awkward because then people are a little bit more sober. So it's just, hey.
This came from a
Ooh, not Big Ed.
Yeah. I can only say I've done it twice in my life. I would never do it again. One of them, he said, she said, and honestly, this camera, even though people are like, oh, this is a smoke, it's nothing. She could say before the camera started rolling, he hit her. She could say whatever the fuck she wants. And you don't want to be caught up in a he said, she said, because even though that's not the best evidence,
especially with the cops.
It just takes one wrong thing. Maybe you were too rough with her in bed. Maybe it was this or that. And that could be enough for you to be catching a charge.
Amber Heard is a occurring thing.
Yeah.
This is
Hey, y'all remember that Amber Heard shit? She was trying to say that Johnny Depp, even though he may not be an angel, he definitely wasn't the man she was trying to make him out to be, at least not according to the evidence that we were presented with. And she shat on his bed and blamed it on the dog. She's a fucking Looney Tune. Just like this lady, at least just based off the video that we had, the video footage that we've seen so far, she is crazy. And I'm so glad that man recorded. Woo! Because his life could be ended off of an accusation of a crazy bitch. Like, you're hitting me, but yet you're on the phone telling the cops that I'm being violent towards you. You're saying that you can't leave, but you're like staring at me and complaining about me recording you instead of walking out of the house. Like, in the amount of time that it took you to pick that pillow up and throw it at him, you could have picked the fucking feet up and left that house.
Way different, but I get what you're trying to say. Like, is she a liar, kind of thing. Yeah. So, and then also for ladies, like, you guys can call it slut, whatever, the shame thing, because I just gave the same advice to dudes, but yeah, it's an even riskier prospect for you ladies.
Yeah.
Because y'all the ones who generally disappear after these events.
Yeah.
Y'all the ones who get stuffed in suitcases and get sent floating down the river like a message in a bottle.
Y'all be
Not a message in a bottle.
Yeah. So
why don't you just say that man to be extra nice? Yeah. No.
Yeah. I'm sure all the criminals watching this are taking the advice and taking notes.
Oh shit, sorry about that. My bad.
Yeah.
The crazies are really gonna go shit. My bad. I really went crazy on that. Sorry about that.
Listen, I tell people you got to understand your own circumstances and protect yourself. So I tell black dudes, if you with a white girl, be aware. Sorry,
For sure.
you just got to be aware.
It is what it is.
It's
reality.
And I'll tell women, if you a man, you got to be aware. And if that's victim blame, whatever, okay, cool, whatever. I'd rather you be alive.
I feel like you can be mad at me for saying don't put yourself in this position to be in that, and to don't put yourself in that position to be hurt, but it's real. Like, it's reality. Obviously, somebody wants to hurt you, they're going to hurt you no matter what you're doing, but there are things that you can do to just not help them hurt you. Like, if you feel like he's a violent guy, maybe get the fuck out of his house. Maybe don't go home with strangers, and you'd be less likely to end up in a bad situation. Like, it's really 1 + 1 = 2.
Then I'd be virtuous. Me watching this video, like she puts his hands on him multiple times.
Évitez chez nous.
What are you doing?
Just stop recording me.
What are you
Stop
doing?
Hurting me.
Stop.
Like, look at this.
I'm not hitting you.
What?
Get the phone
You're
out
literally
of
hitting
my
him.
face.
Hey, what?
You're in my house.
In my house.
It don't matter.
No, it don't matter. Believe. Get your shit.
Right,
That's
get
what-
the fuck
see, that's what's
out.
fun. If you were that afraid, you would try to scramble or leave or whatever you're.
Yeah.
You're not even trying to do that.
No,
You
no.
trying to look for your pants or panties or whatever. Nah. Or just telling the person to stop recording. That everything is wrong in that video.
I agree.
There was this video of like this streamer, and he's like, I think he's like streaming with this white girl, and the guy's like, yo, listen, if you put your hands on me again, I'll punch you in your face. And she looks at him, she's like, do it. I'll call the cops, and I'll put on the best story you ever heard. And who are they gonna believe? And you see the guy
saw that.
quiet.
Yeah.
You saw it?
That's messed up.
Looking at my phone.
So if I slap you right now, are you calling the cops?
If you, first of all, okay, as soon as you reach to try to slap, I box, so I know when to leave.
Reflex.
The
Alexis.
cops won't believe me or you. Okay, so please stop and be quiet.
And you see the guy get
This is the type of stuff that I feel like that's a threat. And don't people go to jail or at least get charged for threats? Like, that's a threat. And you're making it known that you recognize your power in this situation. Women are not helpless. We are really not as helpless as we've been led to believe. Because you can smack the shit out of a man and then tell him, what are you going to do about it? Because if he hits you back simply because of his biological advantage, he's all of a sudden in the wrong for defending himself. If you say that you're going to slap a boxer and he, you deserve it. Hey, don't put your hands on nobody. Run up, get done up. Okay? What they say, equal rights and lefts? Yeah. That's crazy. And she did that on stream? That's so bold.
Quiet. And she's like, you know, I tell a good story. And he's like, well, it's on camera. He's like,
This is ridiculous.
It don't matter.
The only thing that's gonna help you is witnesses.
I got my sister right here.
Cause I'm putting on the best fucking sob story I could ever put on in my life.
It's on stream.
Why though?
I was like, damn. It probably does matter, but it was just like you could see it in his head start to clock in, like, oh yeah, this is the circumstances. I think you got to be aware of what you messing with.
If someone that like does stuff like that don't respect boundaries, I can never.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would never see me with her again.
Really chill with that person or be like that. Especially
I'm
to that
recording.
extent. It's like, oh, okay.
That's how you move.
That's how you move. That's the okay. Yeah, we'll never get.
Yeah, you would never see me with her ever again in my
How much
life.
your wedding to cost?
My thing is not a cost thing. It just needs to.
Say that number. We know. Come on.
I want 2 weddings there. I want one here and I want one abroad in South Africa.
Okay, so you've roughly done
Okay.
the costings, roughly.
I haven't done the cost.
But roughly.
Probably like 600k.
Girl, y'all incomes combined probably not even 600k, and you want to have a 600k wedding? And does she mean combined, include? And does she mean 600k combined, like for both the American and the and the African wedding? And is she planning to fly the entire wedding party out and accommodate them? Like, where is she getting the 600k from? Do people not have a concept of how much money $100,000 is, let alone $600,000? Like, Delulu is not always the Salulu, babe. It's really not. I don't know who's going to give you a $600,000 wedding. And I'm like, again, she better be talking about both of them. It doesn't make it any better, but she better be talking about both of them weddings.
Probably like.
What currency are we talking about?
Right.
Pounds.
Naira? Pounds. I'm about to say, pounds are stronger than the US dollar. And 600,000 American dollars is insane. So that is 1,073,000 Canadian dollars. How much was it in American dollars?
What are we talking about?
Pounds.
755,000. I'm gonna go ahead and round up and say 756,000 US dollars, or a million.
1.23 Canadian.
You're gonna be alone.
You're going to be alone for the rest of your life. I don't know what accent that is, but she's gonna be alone forever.
That's crazy.
You're gonna be alone. You're going to be alone.
Also, the wedding is just the wedding. It's just a ceremony to represent the marriage that you're supposed to have. Like, I think, I fear a lot of women would prefer the show versus the actual marriage. Because you do understand that unless you have like a Saudi prince who makes $1 million a day, roughly, you're going to be feeling this for decades. People be paying off weddings for decades. The fact that the average American wedding is like $30,000-$40,000 is insane. You will not catch me even allowing my future husband to pay that much for a day, for a wedding, for a ceremony. Excuse me? Absolutely not. 10K max. And I'm like, that's still a lot of money. What I'd rather he spend that money on is paying off my car, paying up our expenses for an entire year or 2 or 3. That's what I'd rather the money be for, so that we can live in marital bliss and not be in debt for the first 10, 15, 20, 30 years of our marriage. Like, that's ridiculous. That's stupid.
My girl said, hold up. You gotta appreciate this comment, because look how it started.
My thing is not a cost thing. It just needs to.
Say that number. We know.
My thing is not a cost thing. Yeah, it's easy to
Proceed
say
to say
when you don't gotta pay
$600,000.
$1.2 billion. Anybody who made that money would not be this comfortable saying 1.2 million for a wedding.
Nope.
I want.
People who make that amount of money and who have like worked and built up that amount of money for themselves tend to be a lot more frugal than people who don't have that money. You ever notice that the people who have the least money spend the most money? Like, obviously, it's not like literally true because when you have more money, you're going to end up spending more money because you just have access to it. But like, people who make a lot of money and who are self-made tend to be a lot more smart with their buying decisions, and they're not going to waste that money. That's crazy.
A wedding here and one abroad.
I mean, that's not that abnormal.
It's not.
Like, let's say if
That's really not that abnormal. Like, if you're from out of the country, especially like an African country, I understand. I have friends who are like straight up from Africa, African American, and they had American weddings and African weddings. It's still a lot of money, but I understand because tradition means a lot when you have like a very strong cultural identity. I get that, but $600,000 is crazy.
you and your partner live in the North American context or Western context, and a lot of your families in the other country, it's actually really normal to do.
600K.
Yeah.
Like I said, 2 weddings is not crazy.
Not
600K
600K.
is crazy.
What currency are we talking about?
Pounds.
She said that with a smile on her face too.
500K.
Wedding.
400K.
Wedding.
A wedding.
50.
Wedding.
How much?
You're trolling me. You're trolling me.
100K.
She's got to be trolling.
Very much more common, but still,
300K is a whole house.
it's
That's an
It's a
entire
whole
house, and it's a cute house too.
3-bedroom house.
How much?
Exactly.
You're trolling me. You're trolling me.
Why am I going down?
You're trolling
How
me.
much did it cost?
A wedding.
Yeah, my dress, my bridesmaids, my
You don't
car,
pay for
my
your-
people, my hair, like my ring.
all those things.
How much does your hair normally cost? Maybe max $500 if you're buying weave and also getting the stylist. Super max $1,000 would be outrageous. Okay, so maybe $1,000 for your hair. Maybe $2,000 for your dress and your shoes. Maybe if you just really want to be generous, you could buy your bridesmaids dresses. Maybe another $1,000 or $2,000. What are we at? 2, 4, 5, 6, maybe $6K just for you and your bridesmaids. Okay, then maybe for the groomsmen, and if you want to buy the groomsmen's outfits, okay, maybe another $3,000 or $4,000. Okay, so what are we at? Like $9,000, $10,000. Okay, the venue, maybe $3,000, $4K for a couple of hours, which is insane. Okay, what are we at? $13,000, $14,000. We're still nowhere near $100,000. Like,
Things are yours. None of those things you're paying for. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
right?
Who's at my bride?
Because if you're saying that you're gonna foot half the bill or like the majority of it, then you could have the wedding of your dreams, baby. If you want to spend $600,000 on this wedding or help contribute a large chunk of that, then hey,
It's maids.
It's like
That's such a crazy.
you're still in your head with that, and I think there's a lot of girls, even guys that are like that. Whatever. In your head, you're still a little girl.
gotta be fairy
You're still
tale.
a little girl that wants her prince and her castle. I want to live in a castle, knowing damn well that the chance of that happening are none. But good on you. If that's what makes you live another day, you believe that, boo boo.
The reason why I know she a little girl is because she don't make no money. Because if she made money, she would never say that shit.
For
She's used
sure.
to other people providing for her. That's it. That's why she don't understand why her number's ridiculous.
I saw.
And she was dropping it too. She went 300, 600, 500.
She don't know. She don't know.
450.
She don't know.
Come on, accept something.
$100,000 for a wedding is ridiculous.
And it's really not what's in
600,000?
the wedding that matter, because all the things that she said, you could have that for under 100K.
You could have
It's just
For
the
sure.
amount of money that is just it sounds lavish, it sounds nice. So
And I'm like, who is benefiting from you spending that much money? Is it just the amount of like clout that you're gonna get from your girlfriends and saying, "Oh, my man spent this much money on me"? And just like with a lot of luxury like clothes and stuff like that, and a lot of name brand things, the only reason why you're wearing them is because you want other people to see that you have it, instead of just actually having it and keeping it. Like, I kind of want to keep my money, or spend it on like maybe spending 2 months on a honeymoon instead of 1 day for a wedding. Like, that's what I'd rather. I'd rather have a backyard wedding and go on a honeymoon for a month or two and travel throughout a couple of countries without a care. That's what I would prefer. If you're going to spend a lot of money, spend it on a honeymoon, not the wedding. The wedding is for other people anyways, because when you get legally married, you go to the courthouse, baby, and you kiss in the courthouse with a bunch of other people, and that's you actually getting married. So, at least legally. So, like I said, this is ridiculous. And I feel like even if I spent a month abroad somewhere, it probably still wouldn't even reach $100,000. Like,
I saw a clip of this kid crying, and it was his mom.
The math is
holding
not
the
math.
kid, and the kid just received his first check, and he just learned about taxes, and he was crying. Understand?
Show me the video.
yeah, and the more money you make, the
his
more
first
taxes
check.
come out often times.
First check ever in life, boy. Because he was expected to leave.
Why your face like that, bro?
Probably the taxes. It's probably taxes.
What would you expect more?
Because you're 18.
Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, poor baby. First of all, put your pants up.
If I earned that, why can't I get it?
Because you have to take out federal taxes.
And state taxes.
You lucky ain't no state taxes.
Listen, they take out.
And he just. What happened?
Where's all your money gone, Daddy? Taxes. 9.
Poor baby.
When you start to, and I had a moment like that when I had my first job, and I went to see the human resources with my check, and it's like, yo, there's a couple of money missing on my check. No, everything is there. Well, how come I work this and that? And the lady went, okay, so this is that, this is the government again, this is that.
And there's the government
that.
again.
Do that
Again.
And I went home straight to my mom. My mom was laughing, and she's like, yeah.
Welcome to being a...
Yeah. My mom was waiting for this moment. Yeah. That's life. So when I paid shit for you and you don't like it, you ungrateful son of a bitch, you know exactly what it is. Okay. My mom was super. She was having a moment.
It's really some bitch, you know.
Yeah,
Ungrateful some bitch.
Okay. That's crazy.
Back up.
What's our topic in the comments?
Well, we started and ended with crazy just for two different reasons. One's really not crazy. She's just delusional. The second woman with the wedding, she's just delusional. Poor baby. She'll either get it or she won't. That first lady, though, she belongs in jail, at least for a night, okay? She needs to have some kind of repercussions for trying to, like, ruin someone's life, like lying on him. At least from the footage and the information that we have in the video that he recorded, she is a big, fat, bold-faced lie. She needs to be seen and mentally evaluated, because you can't say, I'm not hitting him, as she literally launches towards him with her hands. Like, am I slow or are you slow? And then the other woman on the white girl on the stream, sir, Mr. Black Man, run, get out, get far away, because she just admitted to the fact that she would lie on you. She would assault you and then lie to the authorities and say that you assaulted her. What Future say? She belongs to the streets. She belongs in jail. There should be some kind of repercussions for people who are proven to be lying on someone, especially for like sexual or violent crimes. You should have some kind of legal repercussions. You shouldn't be able to just walk around here as if you didn't have the intent to ruin someone's life. And I'm really not here for believe all women. I'm really not, because women lie, especially the ones who recognize that they can get away with a lot more because we are women. Men and women, teach your daughters not to lie. Just the way that we say teach the boys not to be violent and do sexual crimes. Teach your girls to not lie on people because you know that you can get away with it. And those are literally just my thoughts. Peace out.